Well, no matter how hard they try, the Stones keep pushing their opponents aside and they can't break through. There's no talking to you. We're so glad that they're winning. It's taken time to believe it, but after all is said and done, could Maidstone be the champions? Oh, as you may have heard pre-show there, Believe was number one 25 years ago this month. Of course, the legendary Cher with that hit, and the Stones are making their fans do just that, including my co-com and producer Nigel Seeger this afternoon. Nigel, are you believing?
I think I am, yes. After last week's performance, it was quite a competent game for Maidstone, wasn't it? We got the result. Some would say it could have been more. Torquay are, in the words of Cher, believing that they could have done more, but both teams get to go again.
Referee Parkinson gives that one. Jarvis takes the free kick quickly to Collins, who plays the ball, sweeps it down the right hand side to Stobbs. Aaron Sibia in close touch to him. Stobbs cuts back onto his left to Collins. Back to Stobbs once more on that far side. He's got Donnellan making a run, tries to play Stobbs in on the overlap, and he's able to keep it in. He's not able to keep it in, and Ash managed to lash one into Coverland's chest on the goal line from about 12 yards. So Krask with a loose pass, but Tomlinson is there inside his own half, furthest man back. From an outfield perspective, Tomlinson long ball forward, beats Cipriano, and he just can't get the touch. Lapsley, he got himself in on goal. Cipriano was nodding off for a moment there, and the ball just not lifted over by Lapsley enough there, Nigel.
What worries me at the moment with the Maidstone setup is I think Bone and Cornreffin do a hell of a lot of work in that midfield, and Torquay are sort of trying to.
Collins with a strike, and it's deflected. Falls to a player. Coverland manages to clear, and it's managed to deflect, and Coverland has conceded a corner in the end, but it was absolute pinball wizardry in that box there, Nigel. Pick something out of that, please.
Well, yeah, it was the initial shot. Again, Coverland made the save there, but as they tried to clear the ball, Maidstone, it kind of come back off one of their own players, and
in it comes. And it in the 6-yard box it lands, and Jarvis with a shot, and it's cleared off the line. It's going along the goal line, and it's a Maidstone player that cleared it off the line. This corner again. See, Coverland managed to punch the ball up into the 6-yard area sky, and then it fell to Jarvis. This corner comes in, Coverland comes for it, gets a touch, it's at the back stick, played into Collins, who gets a shot in. And the less said about that shot, Nigel, the better.
Yeah, I think it's one of those that he just had more time on the ball there. He just needed to take a touch and pick his position, but he just hit it one time and it was like a shanked it really.
Aaron Sibia is alive to that. He was more annoyed at the pass than actually paying attention to what was going on in the move. So it is finally Maidstone throw-in. Petrasso pointed it out to him. He nearly receives the throw. Wanjo Smith does, loses possession. Bone wins it back, heads it wide to Aaron Sibia. Corn with a header up to Wanjo Smith, chests it down, spins his man, he's got two to the right of him. He's going to have a shot from 20 yards, and Halstead has to get fingertips to that. Maidstone United get their first corner of the afternoon after 27.5 minutes. But Maidstone, Nigel, come to life for a moment there.
Yeah, a little bit of a spark there. That's a noticeable tactic that they're doing from last week, isn't it? Ash very much closing down the ball player, whether that be Coverland or Salt with Easton.
Bone in space with a similar position to the goal last week, but about fully 20 yards further away. Bone takes a strike from fully 40 yards.
Bracknell Town 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0.
Blimey, it's a National League side out already.
Bracknell, of course, 2 leagues below Dagenham. Just of Kent interest, Sheffield 1-0 up at Billericay. And Cray Valley Paper Mill are drawing 1-1 with Enfield,
who we played 6 years ago today in this same position. Good play by Donnellan, ball over the top by Stobbs, and Coverland manages to hold that one in the 6-yard box. He tries to play it out wide, gets the ball to Petrasso past Collins. He does well, a great throw there, Coverland. Petrasso just about keeps possession. Good run from him. Petrasso still going on that left-hand side. Still going. Ball back to Wanjo Smith, and it's deflected by the Torquay defender. Sol gets the ball across, and it's deflected out wide. Well defended there in the end by Torquay, but chances at either end, and Wanjo Smith had another one blocked off the line. That's the second chance he's had in the last couple of minutes. Nigel up further ahead, wins the challenge. Torquay have possession again. Cipriano gets turned. It's Fowler who clears left-footed up the left-hand side. Tomlinson, furthest man back, plays the ball long, diagonal through the middle. Jarvis trying to get a flick on. Ashes through, one-on-one, gets around Kovlan. Kovlan gets a challenge in, and it's an offside, adjudged by the linesman over on the far side. He takes his kick long, goes from through the middle. Fowler wins that header ahead of Jarvis. Corn flicks to Aaron Sibia, chest down by Petrasso, leaves his man behind. He's got a Manchi ahead of him and Wanjo Smith to his left, but Petrasso might go on his own here. Keeps going further wide right, and the shot is scuffed to the left hand side. Halstead lets it go under their feet, and Manchi's put it in! It's a goal for Maidstone! Out of absolutely nothing, a defensive mix-up between the keeper and Dunellen, and Amanchi is gifted a goal, and Amanchi keeps his run going in the FA Cup this season, 3 rounds, and he's scored in every single one of them. And Amanchi in stoppage time at the end of the first half, and it's a mistake pure and simple from Halstead. Halstead had the ball taken out of his hands by Dunellen, and Amanchi's just there waiting for it, and it's gone in. And it's a goal for Maidstone, Nigel. Maidstone United lead 1-0.
Yeah.
Out of nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I wasn't even looking at the play, to be fair to you.
Left of the first half, but of course at least a minute probably to add on again for that goal, that freak goal that went in. Corner comes in again, flicked on at the far post. It's come off the far post, and it's fired wide by Moxie as well. And Torquay firing absolutely everything at Maidstone, either side of that Amanchi goal, and still it won't go in for Torquay. Just had a football land on your bunts from Liam Sol, unable to keep that one in. Ball
Probably
down
a fad in that car park. There's one left its battery on, now it's got a great big dent in its bonnet.
Well, Cipriano's ball forward, and Manchi has a bit of space, gets a left-footed shot blocked, comes to Bone, and it's a second ball that ends up in that same car park. Goodness me. Few cries of balls running out. Dunellen and Stobbs, well, sat on no one frankly. Stobbs with about 30 yards of space on this right hand side, and I said it all game last weekend about the long distance relationship between Aaron Sibby and Stobbs, and that might well be the area that the breakthrough comes for Torquay this afternoon. Collins takes a touch, takes a corner out of the game. Collins' shot comes off the top of the stand, and fortunately for a stand that's about half the size, the shot is probably as high as any others, but manages to stay in play, or in the ground at least, certainly not in play. His face, and now he's away and sows the ball over the halfway line. Good flick on by Amanchi. Petrasso's going to chase that one down in the right back area. Torquay thunder it forward. Stobbs with a simple touch in field. Torquay come forward looking for a pass, find it's Jarvis to Lapsley, does well. Stobbs to his right in space and finds him. Stobbs ball across, cleared away by Bone once more. Aaron Sibia fluffs his clearance, and a second one, but gets away with it. McGavin 40 yards from goal. Ball in field to Jarvis, gets around Cipriano to Jarvis, who's put it wide, and it's offside anyway. And someone sat behind me, knew it was offside about 3 minutes before the ball was played. Intermittent in the first few games of the season, the positions will be in, the formations are being tried out, but it certainly seems to have stuck. 1 or 2 set formations, home and or away. And they've stuck to them, and Cipriano thunders it into the back of Corn. Cipriano beats 2 Torquay players, goes back to Corn, eventually doesn't. Cipriano does very well to win the ball, wins a free kick in the end. Aaron Sibia given to it by Cipriano on this left hand side, taking on Stobbs and Dunellen. To Graft on his right, cuts inside on his left, gets his shot away, deflected, tipped away by Halstead, and Amanchi's made it 2-0! And Amanchi's got his 11th goal of the season. He might have injured himself in the process of doing it, but Maidstone might well have 1 foot in the FA Cup first round, and Amanchi has made it 2-0 to the Stones in the 68th minute. Torquay United 0, Maidstone United 2. Amanchi with his 10th and 11th goals of the season. I think at this stage of the match, Nigel, you think they'd be getting the throw-ins done quick, sharp?
You would indeed, but I don't know whether anyone in a Maidstone shirt is complaining.
And they can immediately clear it from their box and reload again from that left-hand side, far side from us again. Flick on into the box and Lapsley gets a chance. And it's a completely shocking effort from Lapsley. It's similar to Ash's one from last weekend, where he's just played into the box by Asa Hall. And Lapsley is going to try and lash it home. Angel Smith. So it's played long by Stobbs, who's fluffed his lines. Maidstone could time this right here with DeGraff with the ball over the top to Yandelo, and it could be finished here if he gets in on goal.
On,
he
Perry.
is 1-on-1 with Halstead. Can he finish? Oh! No, he can't. Yandelo clearly sympathising and wanting to make the game a bit more. And it's definitely not their referee. It's not a square, it's a semicircle. But they take it between the three of them. And that
There it is!
is the end of the game. And Maidstone United have themselves a first round FA Cup tie to play on November the 4th, or the weekend of November the 4th, between Friday. I feel like doing the draw now.